Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and clear this. Down at the bottom it says clear data. First of all, I got to stop it. Stop collecting. Now clear data. Notice it goes to 0. I'm going to come over here and 0. And I'm going to ground out the Faraday's cage. So that should be 0 charge or neutral. That should be neutral or zeroed out. And we can see if that's the case by pressing start. Oop, not zeroed out. So let's redo this. Goes to 0, 0. Okay, so it looks like oops. There we go. So we can see that that's just a little bit above in terms of the charge. Okay, so trying to zero this out. Looks like that's our best that we can do with that. Okay, so now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take the metal and use it with the charger. And I'm going to bring this in close proximity. See what happens. Now I'm going to remove it. And then I'm going to bring it into contact with the inside metal container. And let's see what happens. So, what does that mean about the charge on the metal compared to the blue plastic? Okay, in terms of what's going on in terms of charging that. Now note, when I come over here and I ground this out, that essentially becomes close, pretty close to grinding, and then I got to zero out my charge sensor. Okay, that looks like that's going to be 0. Kind of working from that to be 0. So there are some questions that you need to answer in terms of what's going on when I bring the charging particle or the charging object close to in proximity to the inner pail. Okay, how is that causing the charge to get greater on the inside pail? And then when I touch it, what happens? And then likewise, what happens with the metal? Okay, I brought it into close proximity, and then I touched it in terms of the contact. So use this as your data, answer the questions, and if you have any questions outside of here, let me know.